Hi ladies, hi gents, Happy New Year. Oh gosh, it's so cold here. I am filming at night, so I'm really sorry you're going to get a little bit of a shadow. I'm going to try and sit to the side. Let me move over a bit to kind of reduce it a bit, and I apologise for my nails. They're all chipped. I've been crafting and painting and cleaning and they're a mess, but hey ho. So I haven't done much crafting over Christmas or the first week of the new year, so today is the first day I've had off work since way before Christmas apart from Christmas Day, Boxing Day and New Year's Day. So I decided today I'm going to get some crafting done, and I seen that there was lots of challenges going on, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and take part in a few. So I focused and I've achieved some of them. I do want to do a challenge myself, but with so many going on at the moment, I think I'm going to wait till Feb. And then I'll do one in February. But I'll see how it goes. So the first one that I'm gonna video tonight is for my lovely big sis, June. Hi June. I watched her video 2 days ago, and bless her, I miss her so much. We haven't caught up in ages. And of course my phone got damaged September last year, so I've lost all the phone numbers. I must message her and ask her to send me her phone number so I can phone her, because she's here in the UK, so am I, and normally I give her a quick call, check up on her, see how she's doing, we catch up, and I haven't been able to do that. So sis, if you remember and you're watching this, please send me a message with your phone number. Okay, so June is June Angel Pews here on YouTube, and I will pop the link below to her giveaway challenge. And what June's asking for is a snippet roll. Now, I've never made one before, so I thought, okay, let's go with it. I'm not really sure whether this is good or bad, or one thing June did ask for, she wanted it to everything to be stitched on so that she could take bits off and use them rather than them be glued on and that she couldn't use them. But I came up with an alternative to that. So let's see what you're thinking, how it goes. Okay, so my snippet roll is on a hanger, as in you can hang it up, so it's got seam binding and it's got a tassel below. And before I show you this part, I must say that this bit, this tassel here, was gifted to me by Diana. Hi Diana. She sent me 2 of these, so I decided to use one for this so that this hangs below. And the actual snippet roll is on a spool. So we've got the tassel, the spool, and then some seam binding to hang it up. And the reason for doing that is, I know June lives in a apartment flat, and I thought, you know, she can hang it up and maybe it wouldn't take up too much space, but we'll see. Okay, so I did paint the spool. What else did I do to the spool? Well, I added a little bit of cheesecloth and a doily before I put the tassel on the bottom. Then on the top again I added some cheesecloth, a doily, a couple of little doilies and a bead before I added the seam binding. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous about this because I've never done one before. You might think, what? We have all been unwell, so I'm sorry if I coughed throughout. We're all feeling much better, but we've still got a bit of a lingering cough. Okay. So it closes by a button here. And this only works because of all the things that are inside. If June decides to take all the bits out from inside, it won't connect to this button. So just bear that in mind, sis. So I'm going to undo it. So the button is actually on the centre of a flower that pops through this piece of lace here, like that. So I'm going to show you the outside first. So I started with a piece of cotton that came off a chair back cover. So it had this bit of lace on the end already. And I just added a couple of flowers and a couple of buttons which I stitched on, so if June wants to take them off she can. The only piece that is hot glued is this little bit here, because this was an afterthought. All these flowers on the outside are hand stitched on, so I'm just going to unravel it so that you can see. The lace on top of the cotton is actually fabric glued on, just this cotton lace, but all the flowers are hand stitched with the buttons, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there you can see the spool. So all these could be removed quite easily with the little snip to take the thread off. Yes, 7. Okay, so that's the outside. Hang on. And then what I'm going to do is just show you the inside. And just make sure it all lies the way I want it to before I go through it. Okay, now what I did different, sorry, I'm so sorry. What I did different was none of this is stitched down or glued down. It's all held on by pins. Little, let me get one. It's all held on by these little haberdashery pins. Like these. So they're kind of like a safety pin, but they have the shaped bottom so that you can add a slightly bulkier items, not much but slightly. Okay. Oh, this is going to be quite difficult, I think. Okay, so there is, as you can see, okay, so this is the cotton base, This is this piece here is glued on with fabric glue, as is the top of this lace, just this one. Everything else is pinned on. So we have a couple of laces pinned on here. I don't know if you can see these. And they run about halfway along to about here. And you can see it's pinned on here with a tiny little bead on the pin. There is then, hang on, this one that has flowers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 little flowers, plus this little pocket piece here. Then this little sort of daisy lace trim here. And you can just see the pin here holding them together. Got another pin here with a bead holding the middle section here. There is a bit of tatting under there. Let me just check, is there anything else? No, it's just tatting. Oh yes, there is. There's another lace under here. And then you get to here, and then there's a pin here with a couple of buttons, and then another pin here with a couple of fabric covered buttons. And then we get here, and there's a pin with some little vintage white buttons, you know, like the pearlized buttons. There's an applique under there. Okay, I think that, and then there's another pin with these appliques. I think there's 5 of them here. Is that the same applique? Yes, that's the same applique there. Okay, then we get here, there's another pin with 3, 4, 5 sort of flower pieces here. There's a crochet kind of rectangle piece there. There's this little applique here with the beads in the centre, plus these little dangles here. This pin hasn't caught there. There's some lace here pinned on, some seam binding, and you can just see this lace piece here, which I'm just going to pin on because it obviously didn't catch the main lace here, and I want it to because I don't want it to come undone. There we go. I just thought the little pins would be good rather than stitching them. I thought there was another applique. Oh, I can't tell. I laid so much up, but I can't tell what's where now. Okay. Okay, so here there is a rectangle crochet piece. There's these little flowers, this applique, the little bead dangles, this piece of vintage lace, some seam binding, and then it's attached to the spool here. And then on the back you can see I attached it here and then added seam binding just to secure it. And you can see a bit more how I did the top and the bottom. And I really hope June likes this, because I really thought the pinned on pieces might be easier for her than the sewn on bits. Oh, there's a glass button here as well, I missed that. Hang on. So we've got the glass button here, then another little crystal drop here. Sorry. Let me just go through it, sort of start to finish. Okay, zoom out a bit. Okay, so let's roll it back up. Gosh, I really hope she likes it. And if you haven't seen, June is doing an amazing prize. Go check out her video. You want to see what the first prize is. It's amazing. Right. Okay, so that's my first ever snippet roll. I'll just show you. Let me know what you think, and I should be back with some more videos for some more challenges very soon. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.